Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
WWE President Nick Khan recently gave an interview to Pat McAfee, in which he addressed a major controversy. The TKO board member called the situation nonsense. During a recent episode of The Pat McAfee Show, the former WWE Raw commentator highlighted the ongoing controversy surrounding boxer Terence Crawford being stripped of his WBC middleweight championship after he failed to pay the sanctioning fees for his previous two fights, including his boxing match against Canelo Alvarez in September 2025. WWE President Nick Khan noted that Crawford won the WBC middleweight championship by a unanimous decision, and it didn't make sense to him that Terence was stripped of the title just a few months later because he didn't pay a fee. First of all, on the Terence Crawford side, you watched that fight on Netflix on September 13. Terence Crawford had an amazing effort against Canelo, who also had an amazing effort. Terence Crawford unanimously won the championship. So, how, in fact, is it 2.5 months later that he's no longer the champion of the World Boxing Confederation? Because he didn't pay a fee? He said. Khan also said that he believed it was only the sport of boxing where nonsense like this happens. That would be akin to the Los Angeles Dodgers, whether you're a Dodgers fan or not, having won a grueling 7-game World Series in one of the greatest Game 7s of all time. It would be like if Major League Baseball came to them and said, "Well, you didn't pay us a fee, so you're no longer the World Series champion." It's only in the sport of boxing where you see nonsense like this, he added. Nick Khan told Pat McAfee that he will bring the latter back to WWE. Pat McAfee hasn't been seen on WWE TV alongside Michael Cole on commentary for quite some time. During the same episode of The Pat McAfee Show, Nick Khan told McAfee that he would bring the latter back to the Stamford-based promotion after college football slows a little bit. "Listen, we're going to bring you back. I know you, and I are going to sit together once college football slows a little bit," he said. It remains to be seen what the Triple H-led creative team has planned for Pat McAfee's return. The WWE universe woke up to a storm that no one saw coming. Rumors had been circulating for days, tension had been growing backstage, and social media had exploded with questions. And now, WWE President Nick Khan has finally stepped forward to address the major controversies shaking the company to its core. For years, Khan has been known as a polished executive, calm, calculated, and rarely rattled by fan reactions, media pressure, or locker room drama. But this time was different. This time, he stood behind a podium at WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut, looking more serious than usual, ready to confront the issue that had spiraled far beyond normal wrestling chatter. The rumor that started it all. The controversy began when an internal memo allegedly leaked online, claiming that WWE was considering a drastic overhaul to its creative structure. According to the leak, the new structure would shift significant creative control away from popular talent and executives, including some top-level producers. The memo also hinted at potential releases and role changes that fans felt were unfair and even damaging to the current product. Within minutes, the internet erupted with speculation. Fans, insiders, and even some WWE superstars began reacting cryptically on social platforms, many in ways that seemed to validate the memo. Nick Khan had remained silent during the first 48 hours of the chaos, but as commentary videos, fan petitions, and even mainstream sports outlets began covering the supposed creative shakeup, it became clear that an official response was unavoidable. Nick Khan steps in. On Wednesday morning, WWE issued a press advisory. Nick Khan would be addressing the situation in a live press conference streamed worldwide. The wrestling world practically froze as fans prepared for a major announcement, possibly one that would change WWE forever. Nick Khan began calmly. "There's been a lot of noise the last few days. Much of it has been inaccurate. But it deserves clarity." From the moment he began speaking, his tone carried a mix of irritation and determination. This wasn't scripted TV. This was WWE's top executive in real-time damage control. Debunking the leak. Khan first tackled the supposed memo. "The document circulating online is not an official WWE memo," he stated. "It was never created, approved, or distributed by anyone in senior leadership." He didn't mince words, calling the leak fabricated and misleading. But he went a step further, acknowledging that such misinformation only spread because of the passionate involvement of WWE's fanbase. He continued, "We understand fans care deeply about this product. Their investment is why we strive to be transparent. But it's important to separate speculation from verified decisions. Still, fans were quick to point out that certain superstars' cryptic posts fueled suspicions. Khan didn't shy away from that reality either. Addressing talent reaction. This was the second major point of the controversy. Why were WWE stars posting cryptic emojis, storytime comments, or big changes coming teasers on social media? Khan offered an explanation that surprised many. In WWE, our talent lives on social platforms. Some posts are personal. Some are storyline focused. Some are simply reactions to rumors they haven't even been briefed on yet. He then revealed that before the press conference, he held a meeting with talent to ensure questions were answered internally. Some stars were reportedly frustrated, not with the company's direction, but with how quickly the leaked memo caused fans to turn against WWE leadership. One anonymous source claimed afterward, "The locker room was never in chaos. It was the internet in chaos." This revelation strengthened Khan's stance that the controversy had been built on confusion rather than actual corporate decisions. The real change is coming to WWE. With rumors put to rest, Khan pivoted to the truth, because there were changes happening within WWE, just not the ones fans had been led to believe. He announced a new internal initiative designed to streamline communication between creative teams, executives, and talent. This is not about taking control away from anyone, he clarified. It's about modernizing our workflow to support the amount of content we now produce. This includes an expanded creative leadership team, more input from active wrestlers in storyline development, stronger integration between WWE television and WWE digital, new protocols for storyline continuity to avoid last-minute rewrites. He emphasized that the goal was to improve both the viewing experience and the working environment for the talent. Addressing the release rumors. Another big concern was that the memo hinted at upcoming roster cuts. Fans feared a repeat of the major releases from past years. Nick Khan addressed this directly. There are no mass releases planned. Roster changes happen periodically in every sports entertainment company, but nothing resembling what was rumored is happening now. This line brought relief to many, especially fans who had spent hours speculating which beloved superstar might be let go. Backstage morale after the controversy. After debunking the biggest fears, Khan spoke candidly about how the controversy impacted WWE internally. "Look, rumors create unnecessary tension. They disrupt workflow. They distract from what we do best, storytelling and performance." He explained that while some talent had been confused by the leaked document, internal communication restored stability quickly. Reports following the conference indicate that several top stars, including one major champion, were personally briefed by Khan before he went public. These meetings reportedly helped ease concerns and controlled internal fallout. The fan reaction. Fans responded with a mix of relief, surprise, and skepticism. Many appreciated Khan's directness, while others questioned whether the fabricated memo narrative was too convenient. However, by the end of the day, one thing was clear: WWE's leadership had regained control of the message. Social media sentiment slowly shifted from outrage to cautious optimism. Why Nick Khan needed to speak. This controversy became big enough that silence wasn't an option. As president, Khan had to ensure the WWE board, talent, media partners, and fans knew the truth. And after days of uncertainty, his statement provided clarity, even if some viewers felt he kept a few cards close to the chest. His message was clear. WWE is not shaking up creative to the extreme levels fans feared. No mass releases are coming. Talent remains heavily involved in creative decisions. The memo circulating online was not real. The final word. Nick Khan closed the conference with a hint of confidence and reassurance. "We are proud of the direction WWE is going. And we will always address concerns directly when needed. Thank you for your passion. It keeps this company strong." With that, he walked off the stage, leaving the wrestling world buzzing, but finally breathing a little easier. The controversy may have erupted quickly, but thanks to Khan's direct response, it ended with clarity, renewed trust, and a stronger connection between WWE and its fans.